When the picture returns, a twisty and intricate crest, a duck flying over a sword and pickaxe looks like, appears on the screen, set against a noble blue. Could this be the team logo and addressed to the audience from the coach and captain? I want to see. Lean back a few feet from the counter until I'm supporting myself only slightly with my fingers, and mostly with the stool's two hind legs. Honestly, the warmth of the beer has not completely dissipated. David, what's that? Holy. George, turn it up. The person who is wiping glasses behind the counter raises his eyebrows slightly and then reaches listlessly for the remote. When it's in his hands, he turns and gives the television a tired glance. The crest on the screen wakes his eyes immediately, and he is soon mashing the volume up. Hear David shifting at my right, and it sounds as though he's turning the direction of Cyrus and the other man. Clark, get over here! So he's Clark, okay. Clark, George, David. Clark and Cyrus look at David strangely, and then strangely look at one another, and then they begin rushing over. I find their acts confusing and unwarranted. What's the deal over this? In a few moments, the whole gaggle of men surrounds the television. Even the waiters stop cleaning tables to watch. I know the sports are popular and all, but this is a bit much, isn't it? This is emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. That noise was sharp, but it was still well put together and well directed. The music in this is really spot on. I'm loving it. Its own dysfunctions involved. Oh. The message will begin in 40 seconds. This is emergency broadcast. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. The message will begin in 30 seconds. This is it, isn't it? The thing, the problem. Oh no. I'm not ready for this. Cleaning up garbage is one thing, but this is completely another thing, and I don't even know what exactly. I wonder if they were brought to this place at this exact moment, if they have control over moving to different spaces, like moving across space, if they also have the ability to move over time, looking for times of specific conflict. I search Cyrus's eyes for something to comfort my spirits, but I find nothing and do not know why I bothered at all. His face is indiscernible as ever, aside from serious brow and lip, of course. Be a good time for a drink. Message will begin in 10 seconds. Crap. The message will now play. Crest vanishes, revealing a man in a suit at a desk, a dapper brown suit, and a large brown desk. I imagine he must be important, as the crest from before is quite brazenly carved into the wood of his furniture. As for the man himself, he looks older than Cyrus, which is ancient at worst and aged 60 at least. He looks very tired. His face is worn, his expression does nothing for the mood. He does have some fake-looking hair, though. That's pretty funny. I almost have a small chuckle, but given the severe expressions of my company, I decided it would be best to stifle it. Brighton, we have endured. As a people, as a country, as a workforce, we have endured these past 120 years. Surely, you are all very, very tired. I, my people, my friends, am very, very tired. The word sobering meant little to me before this, but I completely understand at this moment. The way this man carries himself, his speech and his dour voice have all combined to chill the warmth from my head. Set my stool back down and have an actual seat. Looking up at the monitor, with certain intensity, the man has me engaged. I am tired of the media portraying our common man the fool, an ignorant sort all too glad to do the deeds of his betters. Tired of these foreign companies providing us work and wages that we will celebrate for only pennies more. Tired of hearing my people say in passing into normalcy, "No, I do not know if we will eat today, perhaps tomorrow." Brighton, I am tired of our masters. I am so tired. People of Brighton, we have grown so used to freedom we've forgotten that we are not free. This chair and this desk, this stage of an office on which I play my part, is evidence of that. I offer a serious and composed look to Cyrus. If I'm understanding this correctly, and I can't say I'm one for understanding much of anything on this world, it seems his leader is not as much of a leader as he might like. Which, frankly, I don't quite get. The way leadership works back home, at least on the large scale, is that several especially intelligent and reasonable people rule over all of us. The idea of power being not enough, or being feigned, seems complicated to me. Like, what's the point? Why the show? I'd like to ask Cyrus about it, but he isn't returning my gaze and instead remains focused on the television. I suppose I'll just have to keep listening. This is a part that I don't know if I understand, but I hope that I am in the way that I'm voicing this. But there's also a part where he is probably putting on a strong face as the leader of the nation. But I am not here to tell you the troubles of our state. I am not here to tell you the glories of our fathers. I am here to confirm the quiet whispers through the alleys and the worried murmurs of Gabrayan elite. Pardon? Consider this a threat. People of Gabraya, you have 4 hours to comply with my demands, or a nuclear weapon will be launched at your country.
Oh shit. That can't be good.
Winter, come over here for a minute. I rise and step over to my mentor, feeling surprisingly clear-headed and befuddled all at once. He takes me from the counter, leaving the 3 gentlemen to discuss whatever it is exactly the man on television just brought up. Nuclear weapon? The hell is that? What does Barnaby think he's doing? Can't believe he really did it. What kind of place does he think this is? Sir, could you please break down what just happened? I'm kind of lost here. Winter. I know we've only just arrived, but did you look at the files you were given at all? I did. Have you been paying any attention to anything out here? I have. You have? You have? Then explain who that man is. Explain anything. Don't put me on the spot like that. The leader of Brighton, sir, President Barnaby, he's angry about Gabraya. I'm not an idiot. Gracious, why can't I articulate or explain anything better? I just want to clarify some things because I'm shadowing you. Sorry, I reacted out of impulse. I forgot how unprepared life in our world can leave us for these things. His tone shook me up quite a bit. I'm shivering a little. I was going to lie and say I understand, but having a lot of trouble speaking right now. I want to go home. Winter, you may not have realized the severity of this situation. This isn't going to be a community service like your first assignment. Okay, I know that. Hey, eyes straight, Harrison. Allow me to be frank. Brace yourself, because there may be a lot of dying happening soon. Dying? I'm shocked, honestly. I figured those rumors I heard from Clark were only that. Hold it. Death, I just thought... As far as we knew, this world hadn't even developed nuclear weapons yet. What? Did I think... You said weapon, am I daft? Though with their strides utilizing nuclear fusion for electricity, I suppose it was only a matter of time. People are gonna die. It's people dying. I just... Slow down for a second. I suppose that's what comes with our job. Not everything can be in dossiers, right? We smooth out the creases and bring chaos to order. Slow it down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Those sudden wars really are rare. War. My mind starts to tumble and my heart tries to explode from my chest. I definitely can't handle this. War isn't something I'm supposed to take care of. Shut up. Don't excite the locals. Cover my mouth and raise my shoulders. Of course they're looking for a war. You can't believe people dying is just a commonality. Do you even think it's think properly? Finding it incredibly hard to do anything properly right now. Shaking, I turn to see the people at the counter. They thankfully are still engrossed with the president's speech. I look back at Cyrus and speak softly through my fingers. Shouldn't I go home? Yeah. Oh. This was supposed to be something like diplomacy. Goes to show how important it is to look at the situation yourself. Anyway, if what I heard was right, we don't have time to get you out of here without causing a scene. As you should know, interplanar shifts take longer to prepare than just moving from place to place. But I'll protect you no matter what happens, Winter, and you know how to escape if you really must. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that, though. If he's talking about maybe dying. Of course, we don't have a lot of time in general. His demands I couldn't care less about, but this deadline... 4 hours. Consider this a powerful lesson and come with me. Damn! We proceed to exit the bar without saying goodbye. It seems it's time to get to work. Bye, David. Bye, the other 2 guys. George, the bartender. It's too bad that I'm terrified. Music. Alright, let's go. We take to the streets at a quick pace, Cyrus leading to wherever. I find it difficult to keep up with him, though, and in more ways than one, my head is still swimming with the mention of war. What level is this war, you think? You mean, what level do I think it'll be? It hasn't happened. With any luck, it won't. Look. I'm thinking this could be something like a 4 on the scale. 4? 4? Oh gracious, 4 is 1 away from 5 and 2 away from 6, which is terrible! 6 is very, very terrible, it's the worst. Even 4 though, a war without rules, ugh. That must be particularly gross. It's a very disturbing prospect, so disturbing that I grabbed my hair and almost shut my eyes. What exactly is this? What'll happen? Test. What do you think? Is it really the time for tests? Be appreciative that I'm even doing this work, Winter. He seems so much more angry before. How irksome. What do I think? What could it be? Okay. Gabrea will respond to Brighton's threat. Possibly. Possibly? Why wouldn't they? I'll answer that for you because it might work in their favor to ignore it. We're breaking apart the system by playing with it. We are playing roles. We are role-playing. Playing situations. Playing war games. This is important for understanding the systems that we live in. I don't get it. Just think, Winter. Think! What is happening here? Okay, just think. Wonderful advice! Maybe they just don't care all about Brighton. They'll use this tantrum as an excuse to destroy them. It's one thought. It's a good thought. That's nonsensical, I know. I keep pointing out how I'm like a fish attempting to walk. That's right, Winter. You're right about why they wouldn't respond. Ah! Dang it! There could be other reasons, but hey, it's great to be right on the first try. Isn't Gabrea a leech on Brighton's back? They need Brighton, so why wouldn't they want to destroy it? Well, they wouldn't actually destroy Brighton. What they would do is invade and take away the little freedom and independence this country still clings to. Then they wouldn't be able to take advantage of the citizens. They would be able to take advantage of the citizens in ways unprecedented. What a disgusting thought. I can hardly even imagine it. This is something that America and China and Russia are countries that are often wanton to do. This is very, very common, especially in places like South America, Southeast and Southwest Asia, places like, yeah, East Europe, West Europe. Damn it, Cyrus. How should I know? Same way you knew the first answer. I was bullshitting! Bullshitting's important! Language? Sorry, sir. Thinking about recent events might help. Goodness, is he trying to get me to think in the place of murderers? Those are boots I would not like to fill. Guess that I have to, though. Not individual murderers. Systematic murderers. Very different. That's why war crime, trials for war crime are so complicated. They are not enacting individual violence, they're enacting systematic violence. He mentioned recent events. I can't think that the minimum wage increase would embolden this country enough to believe that they could stand against an obviously superior nation. Especially with how unimpressed the president seemed to be about it. Even David wasn't terribly excited. Oh, David, what was it that David mentioned? Their new army. I almost looked over that. I didn't even notice that they said a new army. The person I spoke with, his name was David. He said that Brighton had gotten a military recently to defend against the border for Ferdia. Oh, look at this guy. Cyrus seems so smug with himself. He's not even opening his eyes while he's walking. He said it was because Ferdia is dangerous. It ignores treaties, but isn't it far more likely that this army was actually created to engage with Gabrea? With an actual military and what seems to be a new kind of weapon, at least judging from how the locals reacted, that would explain their confidence. I think. See, Winter? You are cut out for this. Thinking it through. Wait. Don't reference things I mumbled to myself before we came here, creep.